Welcome back to Coder Conversations Gaming Friday. What game are you playing here?
Today, I'm checking out Have a Nice Death. It's like a indie roguelike. Um, the formula like live, die, repeat type of deal. Um, it's cool. It's cool. I haven't gotten that far in it. I'm on like the first level. Um, and I mean, have you played a roguelike before?
Have I played this before?
Like a roguelike?
Oh yeah. Like what is that? Rogue Legacy, I think it's called 1 and 2.
I never heard of that one. What was that on?
Yes. It's on like PC, Xbox,
Rogue Legacy.
PS, Switch, I think. Yes, I'm pretty much all the system. Yes, it's pretty much like this. It looks like it's quite similar.
Nice. Yeah. This one is it's got a interesting premise. You play a Grim Reaper, and you that's kind of actually where I stopped at. I know you play as a Grim Reaper. What you're doing exactly? Well, you're like the manager of hell, and then you have to like go and collect souls. I could be
Hmm.
wrong about the whole souls part, but you basically manage people, and the bosses are your like cowork. Not really like coworkers, like the people that work for you, and they're
Hmm.
not really doing a good job. So you kind of have to go and uh, I guess sometimes punish them or whatever. Um,
Hmm.
but it's cool so far. I mean, I haven't gotten that far. Like I said, I can beat the first boss pretty easily. Um,
It makes this game like really difficult.
uh, No, it's not like Hollow Knight difficult. Have you played Hollow Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Hollow Knight. I think that was the most difficult game I've played ever. Um, Next to Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but
So
but for
even
two,
more
obviously.
difficult than Metroid Dread.
I didn't think Metroid Dread was like super difficult. It was just
Mhm.
it's a game that you got to figure out where to go, right? It doesn't tell
Yeah.
you. It doesn't tell you where to go. The difficulty is finding out what you're supposed to be doing and figuring out like from there. I still think I think Hollow Knight is probably the hardest game on in my library right now. What is
Even
this?
more difficult than Elden Ring.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
That's that. Would, no, I think Elden Ring has a very special place in my heart of difficulty. Like those FromSoft games are just built to be difficult. Like the guy that we had on yesterday, I forget his name, and I apologize. I think
Steve Johnson.
uh, Steve Johnson. He was saying that those games are just built to be difficult, right? Like they're just out the gate, like they're built that way, like from the jump. And I think that's true, right? Like I got a hammer here, I got some sickles here, cool. Um, I just think some games are just built to just be tough and to be frustrating, and Elden Ring, those FromSoft games, Elden Ring, Sekiro, Dark Souls, they're just they're built that way. They're just built tough.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I still haven't gone back and played my second run of Elden Ring yet. Um, I just, I don't know. I just haven't felt the urge to play Elden Ring.
Yeah. I mean, it's the difficulty in Elden Ring to me is not like really conducive to wanting to replay it. Like I feel like Dark Souls is more replayable because it feels more fair. Elden Rings just feel like all the enemies are super overpowered with the bosses, and you just like taking off little chunks of life and block.
Hmm.
I mean, to me the bosses ain't necessarily that fun to me on Elden Ring.
Mm.
Exploring the world, you know what I mean? That's entertaining. There's a lot of cool scenery, but The bosses kind of feel like a chore to me.
Oh, that's cool. So they changed this game since the last time I played it. I don't know if like in certain roguelikes, you're able to like you're limited to the weapons that you could have, right? And
Yeah.
then you swap out weapons as you progress. But right there, what they've allowed me to do is they basically said, okay, you can swap out this weapon for that weapon, or for another weapon that you already have, or you could save it in your vault. I think that's pretty cool. Where like, so basically, it's saying I don't have to get rid of, I don't have to trade anything that I already have. I could just save it for later.
Mm.
That was pretty sick. Um, that wasn't there the last time I played this game.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like they've been making some improvements.
Yeah, they have. They they have really been making a lot of improvements. Sorry, I'm trying not to die. My health is in the top left hand corner, and I'm not doing too good right now.
Man, you've been playing triangle strategy lately, haven't you?
I like. It's my first tactical tact. I don't know what they're called. Top down RPG. I guess you could call it. It's my
Mm.
first top down RPG. I don't know what the style is, but
Strategy
my
RPG.
first strategy RPG. There you go. My first strategy RPG. I like it a lot. I like the grid system, right? Because I'm used to Final Fantasy 10 or whatever, like turn-based RPGs. Um, and it's cool. It's right now I'm going through the first couple levels. I'm getting through the story. I'm learning about like the bad guy. I think he's the bad guy right now. One thing I thought was interesting so far, I don't know if I like it yet, is the choices that you can make. Where
Mm.
like you it gives you the options when you're talking to people, and then based on those options, I'm guessing those characters like you more, or like their attitude towards you changes or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's like you could be like more utilitarian, like
Mm-hmm.
which may be like it gains you the advantage in battle, but you're more evil, or you could be like
Okay.
more, I guess, like just or whatever, but it's gonna make the game harder. Like there's a section of the game where it's like early on, so it's not like a
Mm-hmm.
spoiler, but like in the fight you can actually, I think you can like burn down the houses, and that'll give you a big advantage in fighting the enemies. But if you don't burn
Mm.
them down, you kind of take the more good path.
Right. So it's like a good and evil type of playthrough. Like you can put
Yeah,
like a
it's not like so black and white, but it's like if you're gonna take the so-called good path, it's harder.
mhm. Yeah, see, this guy is he apparently works for me. This guy Brad. He's like blah blah blah. I'm unhappy. Wah wah. I'm the sad boss. It's so lame. I can't take it. And so and then they fight. Uh, I don't know what the exact deal is, right? But it seems that every boss that I fight, for one reason or another, works for me, and and I have to fight them.
Hmm.
Um,
It doesn't
but
seem too bad. It doesn't seem like super difficult.
right now, yeah, it's not super difficult. Let me not talk out loud while I'm about to die, right? Because I got 5 HP left.
Did you ever get into any of the Mega Man games?
I picked up I played X on the SNES. I didn't get through it. I played Mega Man 8 for a while.
Oh
I
yeah, I
played
remember
Mega
you.
Man 8 for a while. Yeah. And I didn't beat
Remember
it.
you
I got to that level with the snowboarding
snowboard?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gave up because you were like you told me
Oh man.
That they added levels too. That's cool. This
Mm.
all like this area here is different. After the results screen, um, I guess now I have levels, which is cool. I level up each time. But sorry, I was saying Mega Man 8. Yeah, so I got to the level where you're on the snowboard or whatever, and then uh it just gets really frustrating from there where like I have to get through the whole level and then uh
Yeah, to the snowboarding, there's like some the ball, so you got to kick this like little soccer ball into the like the ceiling. It's like it's really frustrating. It's probably the
pushing.
worst boss of the game.
Yeah, and you were like, yeah, once you get to the end of that once you get to the end of that section, it's a boss. He's waiting for you. And then you got to beat the boss and I'm like, I I can't. I don't that artificial I don't want to say artificial. It's kind of artificial. The artificial difficulty of those old school games, I don't miss it.
Um, I'm surprised that you weren't able to like keep on going with that one. Like since you beat Sekiro, Elden Ring.
But yeah, but I want like what made me keep coming back to Sekiro was the story, like, and the fact that
No.
I didn't have any other game to play. I don't know if you remember being a little kid and you had like one game or whatever
Hmm.
on whatever console and you just played the heck out of it until you beat it, right? So um that's kind of how it was with Sekiro. It was like, okay, I have no other games that I want to play. Let me just play the heck out of Sekiro and uh 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, and then eventually I beat it.
So you
I
pretty
didn't get
much
the good
just
ending, but I enjoyed it.
like buy one game and just play that until you beat it, then buy
I
another. You
tried
don't like.
to. I tried
Okay.
to because it's easy to just buy games, like especially when Steam is like always throwing a sale in your face.
Yeah.
It's easy to just, oh, $30 for Miles Morales. It's a
Yeah.
steal, especially with the
Mhm.
Steam Deck now, right? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I could easily just buy up a bunch of games. They might not work, but between a PC, a Steam Deck, and everything else, it's I don't want to get to that point where I have a bunch of games that I've never played, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Right.
Because
Right.
I did that for a while with the Epic Game Store, like when Epic was really just throwing out games, trying to get people to play on
Yeah.
their library. I think um I got several games that I have never played, like Control. I never played that, but I got it. Um, at Alan Wake, I have that. I
Mm.
never played it. Um, what else? See that's the thing. Like my library is so all over the place that I don't even remember the games that I have.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about like I think that's the thing about PC gaming, right? Where it's like back in the day when we were kids, you go to a game store, the game that you picked out was memorable. It's not like you couldn't go into the game store and get every N64 game you wanted, right? You got
Yeah.
to pick one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little different now. The games are so much cheaper. Like you just load up.
Right? It cheapens the experience. That's the thing. I think the internet has cheapened the experience of a lot of these things that we used to take for that we used to just not take for granted, but um, cherish a little bit more. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
take internet streaming services, right? Like it's just you go to Blockbuster, you walk in the aisles and you look at the cover of the movie and you read the back of the cover and you ask yourself, okay, I have this movie for a week. I'm gonna rent it. I'm gonna watch it. Now it's
Yeah.
like I could just turn on a streaming service and boom.
Yeah, there's not really any sense of anticipation. It's just get it right now. If
Mhm.
and you know like there's so much entertainment available. Like the wait isn't really as unbearable as it used to be. Like
The
say
wait
like
is the download.
yeah,
That's the wait.
like, I'm waiting for this game. I got like 50 other games to keep me occupied.
Mhm.
Which I mean, it's good, but it's bad. Like it's good in that you're never really bored, but you're never really fully enjoying the game like you used to. Like I used to
Yeah.
get super excited just getting the video game magazines in the mail like once a month.
Mhm. And then and reading reviews and stuff. You're like, oh,
So,
it's new Final Fantasy. Oh my gosh.
mhm.
You read the review. Oh my gosh, they're making a Ninja Turtles game. Oh wow, they're making another Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, it's gonna be
Yeah.
so sick. And you just fantasize about how cool the game is gonna be.
Yeah, you just have to kind of use your
Spectrum is
imagination.
America's leading.
Okay, what do they want me to do? Lose a deadly arrow in a straight line ahead of you. Okay, it's my projectile. That's cool. That'll be useful.
It seems like
So,
roguelikes is like like new little popular genre. There's so many of them now.
I think so. Yeah. Like when it comes to like roguelikes, there's definitely a resurgence of them. I think Dead Cells is another one. I played that for a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, Hades was really good. I mentioned that on the podcast already. I'm waiting for Hades 2. They don't have to rush it. Just take your time because I know like I trust them. I trust what is it? Supergiant Games, I think is the studio that made it.
Really know when you choose Spectrum.
Are they the same people that develop? I think they developed Bastion or whatever it's called.
Bastion, Transistor, another game.
Yeah, I don't really
Bastion,
like
Transistor.
Transistor that much. I like Bastion though.
I've never played either. Hades was my first game from that studio, and I was blown away. I might have to check out the other games.
Are they a
From them.
Chinese studio or where are they located?
I don't know where they're located. It's a good question. That's a really good question. Let's see. Supergiant Games. Supergiant Fames. In development, Hades 2. About? Is there no about section?
Let's see.
They probably don't need to know an about section. Pyre.
An American
Hades.
independent video game publisher based in San Francisco. Amir Rao, co-founder of Supergiant Games. I don't know why I had this notion that they were developed in China. I don't know where I got that idea from.
Oh, you're fine.
I think what is that one game Genshin Impact? I think that's a Chinese developed game.
Yeah, that might be a Chinese company, but that's a gacha game, basically.
Yeah,
Like that. Dark and Bitter heals 15 HP.
I wonder like is China really considered a fully communist country? Like, can people just choose to be game developers, or is that something like a government says, "Hey, y'all are game developers"?
I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, wouldn't that be crazy? Like, one guy's a game developer, the other guy gets to be like the garbage man or something, and they both get paid the same amount.
Mhm. Right? It's just like, oh wow,
Luck of the
That's
draw.
really good.
Yeah, it seems like you probably gonna get him this time. Have
Yeah,
you beat him
I think so.
before?
I beat this guy before. Yeah, once. I started losing when it comes to the other bosses. They get really hard.
So like what? After you beat him, you don't have to fight him again, or you do?
No, you got to fight him again. I mean, well, as far as like fighting him again, I don't know. Dang it.
Because I know, like in a lot of other roguelikes, once you beat the boss, you know, you don't have to like refight him.
No, you got to fight him again because once you die, you start over. At least from what I remember, that's how the game goes. I swear, boss, it wasn't my idea to get on your nerves. I promise. Blah blah blah. I'm looking for excuses for my terrible behavior. And then you get an upgrade. That gave me 20 more HP. And then there's this guy who basically gives you bonuses and stuff. But some of the bonuses that you get come with penalties, right? So what you can see here on the left-hand side, right? It's like, okay, this upgrade, I slow my enemies, right? But then there's an effect when I attack, which is has an effect when attacking. Frozen. This bonus is associated with there's a penalty, right? So it says warning. This bonus comes with a penalty. I would probably avoid that one. Sorrows grant you a pure heal plus 20 HP when you kill them. Restore raw HP.
Does your stats carry over? Like if you get an HP upgrade when you die, does it remain or does that disappear?
Good question. That's a good question. Like when I tell you I barely play this game, I've barely played it. It's one of my games where I kind of just I bought it once and then picked it up and haven't really done anything with it. Watch what you eat because it's watching you plus 50% damage for 10 minutes. I'm going to take that. And so like between levels, you have these little break rooms, right? And so what's cool about that is you can see like the water cooler provides anima in exchange for solary. Solary is like your currency, right? So I can spend $15 and get anima, which is basically health. And I get that. And then you can see above my health bar, there's like a yellow dot, a blue dot, and a blue dot. If I press LB, I can use basically like heals to restore my health. And the blue ones heal a little bit of health, and the yellow ones heal more than that health, like more health. And I don't know if there's a higher one outside of that. But back to what I was originally saying, it's like I like the fact that between levels, it's not just like level fight enemies, level fight enemies, level fight enemies. Like they fleshed out levels in between where you talk to your employees and you hear them talk and stuff, and like everybody has a personality. It's pretty cool. Updates. Okay. And so as I take this elevator, I can go to different departments, right? So I can choose either the industrial pollution department or the toxic food processing department. And based on the department that I go to, I think the boss will be different.
Okay, got it. Hey, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh, for sure. have a map? Oh, I do. Mm. Wait, why do they make me redo this level again?
Maybe
I think
maybe that green
Hmm?
maybe that green one was this level.
It just started off the same. I thought it was the same level, but it just
Oh,
I'm
okay.
guessing
Like,
the level I don't know if the levels are like randomly generated,
yeah,
but they might be. It's a good question.
yeah. Most roguelikes the level. Or like they got like rooms that's
Mm-hmm.
like pre-made, but they're connected in a different order.
I never thought about that. Like just having a bunch of levels and then just mixing up like the order that you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of noticed that when I was playing Rogue Legacy. Like the layout changes, but I noticed it's like the same rooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hades wasn't like that. Hades basically has like set rooms,
Mm-hmm.
so you kind of know what to expect. But um, it's cool. Like I don't mind that. I don't mind knowing. Okay, if I go in this room, it's probably gonna be a boss. If I'm probably gonna fight so and so.
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all. Okay. Um.
The triangle strategy. You said that's your first strategy RPG.
It's my first strategy RPG. Yeah. I liked it a lot so far. I lost during the tutorial battle, which I thought was funny. Okay, what is this dude doing? Okay, I don't want to get near any of that. Okay. He's spitting. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna heal.
Man, how's things been going at the job?
It's good. It's been busy. Like I can't complain, but it's definitely tough with a capital T. Like I've had to learn to be a leader,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not used to. Um I've had to basically like learn to make decisions and lead. and it's stressful at times. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because
Like
you know,
everything falls on your shoulders. Like,
I don't know if everything falls on the shoulders, but it just feels like if we don't get this done, like there's gonna be serious consequences. If that makes sense. It feels like there's pressure.
yeah.
And it's like, you know, when a roadblock happens and you can't figure out why the roadblock is there, that can be stressful. But it's growth, you know. Like I think you know that's where just like how what we were talking about yesterday near the end of the podcast, where you know, that unrelenting force, and you're just kind of, you have that mindset of just going and hitting that wall and hitting that wall and hitting the wall and not being discouraged. I'm gonna get more mana. I actually need to start using more mana attacks.
But
Yeah.
you said you know, it's kind of stressful. How does it feel like actually leading people?
It's it feels like I'm responsible, like I'm taking way more ownership for certain things when it comes to like architecting a project, finding out the right person to handle certain tasks, even coming to some of my devs and asking them like, hey, how's it going, how do you feel about X task or Y task. It's almost like it's less of pointing and saying go do this and get it done, and more of what do you like, guiding people in the right path that is better for their career, if that makes sense. Like when I sit down with a dev and ask them one-on-one, what do you like, how do you feel about the task that you're being assigned to, are you fulfilled, right, with what you're doing, and 3, like what can I do to help. And by understanding that, I think it gives me feedback on how I'm doing, and 2, I know if they're happy in the role and what they're doing, because ultimately, like, people want to be fulfilled, right? And I'd rather you be fulfilled at what you're doing and happy than just doing a job just to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if somebody isn't happy, it's like I don't really like what I'm doing. Like how would you handle that?
I ask them, you know, what would you rather be doing? Like, what kind of work would you rather be doing? Would you like, you know, start there? Like, okay, do you want to do front end work? Do you want to do back end work? What do you want to learn? You know, what kind of work do you enjoy? I start there.
Yeah.
And then from there, I know, okay, this is a new one. Summon 2 homing killer bees. Interesting.
So do you have the autonomy to shift them to another project if need be? Like, I don't really like front end, so yeah, go to
You
back end.
know, I've never asked that question. I've never thought about that. 1, 2, I'd probably have to take it to a higher up and mention it to them, like, hey, so and so is not happy with what they're working on. They want to do something else. Which, you know, I'm okay with as well. I'm okay with that. It hasn't happened yet, but you know, if it ever does happen, I don't want to hold somebody back from their happiness.
Right.
Like,
So
I would say, like, go ahead.
No, yeah, it seems like they really value you at your current company. Like even though it's tough, you're finding it enjoyable.
Yeah, I would say it's all yeah, because to me it's all growth, all of it. Like,
Yeah.
the early mornings, the planning, the the early mornings, the plannings, everything from A to Z. It's all growth, coming from my last job into this one, and so it it's I'm not being too hard on myself, if that makes sense. Like I'm just
Yeah.
letting myself have that room to just mess up and grow and learn, because I think
Yeah.
that'll ultimately spread to everybody else, especially like on my team and company wide as well.
Right.
As time goes on. Sorry, go ahead.
So like well how like I think since you're given more responsibilities, like it's not as laid back, but you actually feel like you're making progress in your career.
Yeah. I would say, hold on. I'm like, you got to repeat that question again. I'm fighting this
Yeah, yeah.
boss. You were saying like I'm actually making progress in my career, and then
Yeah. Because like like if you're in a job where it's like really easy,
Mhm.
you're doing the same thing every day.
Right.
It's kind of cool to an extent, but it's like I'm not really growing. I'm not making progress. I'm not learning
Mhm.
anything new. It's almost like you're frozen in place. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So maybe those
Yeah.
jobs are good when you want to retire, but not good when you want to grow your career.
Right. I'm gonna spam the heck out of this. Don't die. Don't die.
Yeah, got it.
Oh my gosh. For your information, this is the first time I'm hearing about this mutant barrel you've tamed. We'll discuss this at our next shareholders meeting, I promise you. All right. We are +5 mana regen, plus gain 20 health. Any health. Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about software engineering is that you're not, even if you are doing the same thing day in and day out, there's still room and opportunity um to make what's the word I'm looking for? Like there's still room and opportunity to recommend about home gain 3 animas, provide anima in exchange for celerity. Even if you're doing the same thing day in and day out, sorry, I was reading these this year. There's still room and opportunity for you to grow and then have that growth like spread out to other people, right? Where
Yeah.
like at my last job, like uh a lot of the tasks that I did like day in and day out were things that I had done previously, like in the past. And there were little projects uh that we took upon ourselves to sort of um to improve the day-to-day, like the day-to-day flow, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
um like for example, there was a lot of room for automation, right? And not so much like totally automated, but just taking care of certain tasks that were done week in and week out. Like at the end of every week, we'd run a script and then we'd confirm, like the script would basically process a lot of orders and then send an email and say, okay, hey, do you want to confirm this? Do you like, here's all the orders I've queued up. Do you want to process this? And then whoever got that email would say like yes or no, and then boom, it would fire off. Um, and that script or that idea came from doing a task day in and day out over and over and over again.
Mhm.
And so when I say that, what I'm trying to say is this: is if you're doing the same things day in and day out, or you're doing things that are sort of not scratching that itch, what could you go out and learn something, right, that you want to learn, that you're interested in, and apply it to your job, right? Like if you want to learn, like I want to learn how to make bash scripts, right? Is there a way for me to apply that to my job? Maybe. I'd have to really sit down and think about it, but there's possibilities everywhere, especially with programming.
There goes my alarm. My bad.
No
But yeah,
worries. No worries. But you see what I'm saying? Like it's all down to, whoa, hold up. We got some new enemy types. Oh my gosh.
it looks like game looks like it's getting a little tougher.
Yeah, it's the heat's definitely turning up. Yeah, it's, oh my gosh. And it's mostly because I don't have a lot of health, so I can't be. Oh, it's like I can't get hit,
Yeah.
and that's the hard part, where the game doesn't just throw health at you. Can I read
Yeah,
this?
that's pretty
No.
pretty much what I've experienced from roguelikes. Like is like health is recharging your health is like super rare. And like you usually just keep your upgrades that like that you end up buying or finding throughout the level sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, thank gosh. Fills up missing HP with injuries. Dang, I feel like they've really taken the time to improve on this game since the last time I picked it up.
There's a lot of little improvements.
Yeah, it's a lot of little improvements, like this homing attack that is brand new. I think I don't know if you ever noticed, but like on Steam, they'll have like a little news section about like when developers update the game. They'll like have like a news section that says, "Oh, dev update on this game." And I've noticed that there was a time where, sorry, I can't game and talk at the same time. I'm not used to this. I promise the next update will have sound on the game, and I'll be a better host. But when this game was first, I guess when it was first coming out, people would find like busted builds with the Grim Reaper. Like they would build the character and it'd be super OP. And the devs would sort of tone down, like they would balance the build. They're, okay, this is OP. We've seen the community play this game and beat it with this build. It's too OP. We gotta tone it down. What's that? What is that?
Oh no, it's just some music file. Somebody had sent me.
Oh no! I'm
Okay.
I'm playing a game. I'm still playing this. Have a Nice Death.
Yeah. Patrick and Jesse, they were on the show like a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Patrick, he's actually a musician as well. He sent me like one of his musical tracks.
Nice.
Yeah, they're gonna have a show on Coda Conversation. Have you seen No Jumper before?
Yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah. So kind of like we have like different crews, man, in different
Mm-hmm.
shows. Yeah, that kind of thing. So like it's not like overwhelming. Like you don't have to be on like 10 different
Mm-hmm.
interviews and all of that.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
It's picking up. It's picking up.
Man, in terms of views, are the YouTube channel is slowly growing, but on
Mhm.
LinkedIn, people are really liking, like what they see. It's
That's great.
starting to catch on.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing more interaction, more engagement with
Yeah, like the audience and all of that. Like
with the audience. Like we got, I don't know, 10. How many comments did we have yesterday? 10.
I think yeah, something like that. Yeah, like theirs had like 50 because they had like a regular conversation
Mm-hmm.
with the guests. So you know what I mean? Like it's people are starting to pick up and get engaged. Like
Yeah,
we had that whole year where it's like just nothing. Like
nothing. It was just us talking. It was audio only.
yeah, when we
Yeah,
first started.
the first, yeah, just audio only for a while.
Well, what made you want to keep going? Like even on YouTube, like 0 views, 1 views.
Uh, there's benefit to talking. Like
Yeah,
for me, there's silver lining in everything, right? And that's sort of how I view it. Where I didn't view podcasting as being a negative. I
hmm
mean, now it seems like everybody and their grandma has a podcast, but um, I thought that there's a niche here where you see these engineers, you see these devs, you see who they are in a very specific light.
yeah,
But what if you saw somebody that, how do I say it? Just like talking to Sean and just like talking to all the other guests, like who are you outside of
yeah,
your who are you as a person? Who are you personally? And not like to know your life story, but to get to know you as a person. And and to your interests and stuff, and realize that at the end of the day we're all just people. And so
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just saying. I think like having guys like Sean, Brian, Eric, and those kind of guys who are like high up, just like tune and say, "Hey, yeah, we like what we're seeing." Commenting, it's like, okay, so this is something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we just haven't necessarily tapped into the algorithm where there's displaying our stuff everywhere, but everybody I showed, everybody that's tuned in, they've liked what they've seen, gotten some kind of helpful information. So
Yeah, and with the feedback, it'll improve, man. It's just a matter of time.
yeah,
This is February, you know,
yeah,
um, where it's way more consistent now. Wow, that's a lot of anima. That's it's
mhm,
February.
yeah,
Wow, and a lot can happen in a year. A lot can happen in a year, and it's about consistency. I was telling my friend the other day, um, he's a bigger dude and he wants to lose weight or whatever. And he recently just got a job, and I'm like, okay, now is the time for you to invest in yourself. Like invest in yourself and and invest in yourself, right? And use that use that job to improve yourself, right? Hire a nutritionist or whatever, get a gym
yeah,
membership, and then be consistent with it, because and I'm guilty of this too, right? You're motivated, you say you want to do XYZ, and then a month later, you sign up for a gym membership, and a month later you stop going, but still $20 a month is coming out of your pocket for a gym membership,
yeah,
but you don't go. um or you invest in a home gym and it just sits outside, you know, looking at you like, hey, come lift me or whatever. To my sister's laughing at me because, but it's, you know, it's true, you know.
Yeah.
But when you start to utilize those tools that you have, right, and this is with anything, utilize what you have and don't go out seeking more until you've used what you had. You'll be more satisfied. It's just like playing a game and finishing it instead of jumping out and going and buying a new one, right? Like I can easily go out and buy 10, 20, 30 games, but I'll never fully appreciate Have a Nice Death if I don't sit and just play it and try to
Right.
beat it. So anyway, let me get off my soapbox. I'm rambling. Yeah. I don't even know what I don't even remember what the original question was.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Sorry. I think we're talking about
Yeah, podcast. Something about the
podcasting. Yeah, it's just being consistent, man. I like the I wanted to stick with it because, you know, remember the first couple days when we would it was me, you, Brian, right? I think that's his name. And I would just sit there and just listen to you guys talk. And it would always be like, what do you think, Terrence? What do you think, Terrence? What do you think, Terrence? I think
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I you know, I laugh at myself now, but you know, back then I would really just sit there and just wait.
Yeah, we was trying to get you like you know, comfortable, get you included, you know what I mean? So you know, you don't just fade into the background and just chill there the whole time. Like
right, exactly.
and then like over time your confidence with speaking definitely improved. Like at what point did you like really start feeling comfortable with expressing yourself?
When the video came on.
Okay.
For sure, when we switched to video, and I can't just sit there and look dumb, right? I can't. This is recorded live. Put me on YouTube for the world to see, right? That's when it became a point. That's when it became like, all right, let me speak up, articulate myself, sit and think about what I'm gonna say before I say it, and yeah, just kind of putting yourself out there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, like no one's gonna know that you're there if you don't speak, right? If you you could have a social media profile, but if you don't use it to reach out to people or, you know, whatever, there's no point in having it. Okay, what is this? Mr. Hector Crank. The plan is working. Everything is going according to my calculations. Oh no. Now it's his turn. He's going to try to convince me this all makes sense. Okay. Let's see what is. Oh no. Oh. Oh, did I break the game? Oh. Jeez Louise, I am really just I think I got to face 2. Oh no. I think I'm dead. Oh, how did I?
60, 35, 50.
I'm glad they can't see my face right now. I'm really upset. I'm really upset. All right, level 3. Oh, so it changes the levels. Relaxation rooms may appear. Unlocks an elevator that takes you straight to Brad's security station. Oh, so I don't have to go. Oh, wow. So I don't have to go through. So when I start over, right, Brad the security guard, right, that first boss, I can
Yeah.
take an elevator all the way straight to that first boss.
Okay. Yeah, because I
That's pretty
figured
sick.
like they're not gonna make you keep fighting all the same bosses over and over and over. Like roguelikes, they usually let you like, unlock something that you can continue from where once
Right.
you beat the boss.
That's cool. What's this? Oh, it tells me my start. How many levels do I have? Oh, there's only 20 levels. That's cool. Let me see. Do they got this game on the Switch?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Let's see. Have a nice death. Survey says, oh, it's by Gearbox. They got a comic. Meet the story. Yeah, it's on Steam and Switch. All right. +5 health or kill 30 enemies in under 2 minutes. But yeah, like I was saying, being on video has really helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just talking. I still go on tangents here and there. Don't get me wrong. I think that's just a part of my personality. But I'm definitely more controlled and more aware of myself because I've started talking more, and it almost forces me to be like, okay, I got to make sense. I can't just talk just to talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So,
like it
so
has
like,
to.
have you felt like more confident in general? Like once you started getting on a podcast, just like speaking more?
Yeah, I'm more eager to just jump into conversations and discussions. At least like trying to understand and listen and be like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, like can I contribute to this conversation? How can I contribute to the conversation? Can I, it gets me thinking in a different way. That's a new enemy. Whoa. Yeah. That's more. It's helped me also in like my day-to-day job as well, where it's like, all right, I could say this, but is it gonna benefit the conversation that we're currently having? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we like how is it gonna benefit that conversation? And is any like who's gonna understand it? My question, who's gonna understand me?
Yeah.
And by like taking that time to really introspect or like look within, I feel like there's been growth, like definitely.
Yeah.
Personally, dang, what do you think? How does the podcast help you?
Man, it's made me step up just in a lot of ways. Like used to hate graphic design, so made me do thumbnails. I don't really care for speaking that much. It makes me speak a lot. Uh, I don't really like reaching out to people to get guests. I got to be more aggressive. Like, hey, you got an interesting story. We'd love to have you on the podcast. Like, it kind of makes me do things that are necessary for success. You know what I mean? Like, you have to do it in order for your stuff to make progress. Like if I don't reach out to people, I'm gonna just be like we're not going to have new guests. Sort of like
Mhm.
how you have to do on your job, like to solve a problem. You may not necessarily have the answer, but you've kind of learned to go find that guy who does have the answer and say, hey, you mind helping us out?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I hear you. You pushed you out of the comfort zone. Where the
Yeah.
comfort zone, it could just be both of us just sitting and talking, and then wondering why, where's the audience? Oh, we're on all these platforms, but no one wants to come on the podcast. No one wants to
Mhm.
stop and watch the stream or whatever. And you know, it could be 100 episodes before we pop off. It could be 1,000
Yeah.
episodes before we pop off. It could be 100,000 episodes before we pop
Yeah.
off. But the whole point is,
Doing it at least.
oh wow, this is a new enemy. I don't know what this guy does.
Yeah, it looks pretty tough.
Yeah, he's pretty tough. Actually, no. Well, I'm already halfway through his life bar. As long as I don't die. Dang.
Yeah, you can hit him with that big overhead strike that seems to take off a ton.
Yeah. I thought about getting rid of the weapon, but it seems pretty strong now. Speak. Oh, boss. Haha. I'm glad to see you. What are you? Did I compile the 453 documents for the Ranu file due Friday, boss? Yep, that's already taken care of. My lower back's a bit sore. I must have twisted it getting out the elevator. Have you no memory of what happened to you? Yes. Well, no, actually. Why? I forgot to add water. I forgot to water the artificial Christmas tree. Duh, I'm such a scatterbrain. No, don't worry. We'll see to it all that later. Oh, so he just doesn't remember? All right. That's cool. Interesting. Wow. All right. Let me not replace that weapon. I thought it was going to be bad because it was super slow, but it does so much damage.
But yeah, I think it's a lot of fun just you know getting out, talking, and finding ways to improve the product. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of like improving and progressing. Almost like it's a video game.
Yeah, definitely. When you put it like that, yeah, it is like a video game.
Just like leveling up. Like, you remember we used to have like the awful webcams and all of that.
Yeah, yep. The first couple episodes.
Like
Where
what
it
was
was
we
just
even
like,
talking about back then? Like I think it was like we had like a bulletin board of points, and we would just go through
mm-hmm.
and
It's
then
like, all
take
right,
turns.
what are the topics? All right, we're gonna talk about this. All right, now you go. All right, we're gonna talk about this. Okay, now you go. But it felt too structured. Like it was definitely like it wasn't natural.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
more of a like,
It's almost
hi,
like I was
today
interviewing
we're
you.
yeah. Yeah. I hate to go back and look at those. That would be really embarrassing.
Yeah, like
Today we're going to talk about this. What do you think? I think blah 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 blah. Why?
that's,
Yeah.
that's a cool thing about growing like procedurally, like like gradually, because
Mhm.
you don't want to be doing that when you have like a million people watching.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to just be like, yeah. What do you think? Why can't I go down? There we go. Nothing here. Yeah, I think putting myself out there online. This is actually giving me a good idea. To do something similar with my like fitness. I'm thinking about taking it a little bit more seriously
Yeah,
and not like vlogging in a gym or anything like that, but like maybe putting out videos online.
yeah. I mean,
Because
why
one thing I
not?
noticed. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, why not? Might as well put it out and see what it does.
Camera change standards, critical damage 50%. Yeah, because like this build is not that good. I have no money. What was I gonna say? Because I'm thinking about the progress that we've made
Yeah,
doing this podcast. It's been like a year now, right? Almost.
yeah. I was say probably over a year.
It's probably over a year now.
Because we started on Transistor. That's when the really bad stuff.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's been over a year.
Let me look on. Let me see when our YouTube video, our first YouTube video was, because we was doing it for a few months, I think, on Transistor, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it was like a month or so we did on Transistor, and then we switched over to YouTube.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is kind of cool. I logged in and I actually see like the little live stream on my feed. So it's blasting out there, but you know.
Yeah. All right, cool. He's dead.
So we got 293 subscribers. Let me see. Yeah, 1 year ago.
Mm.
This is a key improvement. I was making like these really bootleg looking videos. Web dev basics. Create your first web page. Coder motivation. What are you working toward? This is the first one with you and me on there.
When was that?
1 year ago.
Wow. Yeah, and like I like to look at it like that. Like, look back a year ago. Whether it's confidence or public speaking skills or thinking on the spot. A lot of that's changed.
Yeah.
You play back that video, and there's probably going to be stuttering, stammering. Who knows what else?
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows
Like
what else?
just how if you go back and look at the old lives, man, they're terrible. Like it's the terrible webcams, terrible lighting. Like yeah, I kind of like leaving that stuff up so you can kind of see the progress.
Another guy did that. What is it? I think MK. What is it? Marcus.
Yeah, Brownlee.
Brownlee. Yeah. If you go to his channel, he does something similar where if you go all the way back to his oldest video, you see like this little kid reviewing. I forgot what it was, but you can see his like super like one of his first videos. Super old stuff.
You remember we got the first interview, Rayon IO CEO.
Yeah, the guy that helps people get interviews, I think.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
He has like the AI. He uses the AI to help people get jobs.
To match people's Wow.
And then like we did just some like regular episodes, Gaming Tuesday. Yeah, we're like okay, Sean came on around 7 months ago. 'Cause
Man.
you remember he was watching one of the videos and he's kind of like in the comments like uh, chatting and going back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah. We were doing the Unreal thing, I think, right? We were looking at the Unreal. Was that the one we were looking at, like the snow or what were we looking at? Unreal demos or something?
Oh yeah, probably something like that. Yeah, it's like really realistic, like Russia made in Unreal or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then like we had Sean on, and it was like us three on a lot of episodes.
Yep. Yep. For a while, it was the three of us. Yep.
But yeah, this thumbnail looks hilarious. Here, let me I'll send a picture.
Oh, let's check it out. Oh, I'll pull it up on Discord. What are you looking at, Terrence? What are you looking at?
It look like we like we had just woken up and just got on the cam.
Yep, just one stream. Yeah, we got to keep grinding. Oh man, that's the best when you can look back and laugh. That's the best feeling. It's not, and it's not like you're laughing at yourself in a bad way either, right? It's like you're just like, wow, what was I thinking?
Yeah. And then like 5 months ago, that's when we had John Hazel. He was like the head of technology at my church. That's when we
yeah, I remember. Yeah. Wow. I wonder how he's doing.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He's still running the church. And then you remember after that we had Raja come on.
Yeah. Wow. So many memories.
He liked what he liked what we was doing, and he wanted to kind of like be a part of that. So we brought him on. And then Brian Pulliam was next.
Yeah.
And that was a great interview. Like we was really getting to some good stuff. Then TJ McCarty, and that was a cool one where we heard about his dad starting a gumball machine.
Mm-hmm.
Then the one that kind of blew the channel up a little bit was Kyle Simpson.
Yeah. Look, by name alone. By name alone. Oh man. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, it's fun just seeing like seeing the journey, the progress. Like our thumbnails look so much better. The quality of the video looks so much better.
That's where it's only gonna go up. That's what I'm trying to say. That's where consistency is key, right? Looking back 7 months. I bet if you played any of those videos, there'd probably be silence or weird pauses and stutters.
That's pretty much like the formula Mr. Beast took. Like he said, the first 100 videos were bad, but he tried to improve a little bit with each one.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of see where he's at now. But him and his I think it's him and 3 other guys, they would like get together and get in these meetings and talk like all day, like from the morning to like nighttime, about like different ways to improve, studying the algorithm and all that stuff. And that's how they just got so good. I think like what I'm saying, the content can be good, but if you don't know the algorithm and you're doing a whole bunch of things to go against the algorithm, your stuff is going to get hidden.
Yeah, you'll lose.
So it's almost like a job. Like you can
for sure,
you can chill and chop it up, but you also got to study the platform you're on, so you know how to get promoted. It's kind of like like how the old websites you have to do the SEO stuff, like making sure you show up in the search engine.
Right. That's what matters, right? It's like you can have a website, but it won't go anywhere. It won't blow up if you don't have the right SEO.
Exactly.
And that SEO comes from content and keywords and everything else that goes along with it.
Exactly. So
Sweet
yeah,
by last run.
we're kind of at that phase where the content is really good. It's just figuring out the algorithm and getting this pushed out. But yeah, I'm kind of glad we didn't blow up too early, because we wouldn't have had time to develop. Like, imagine if we have like 100,000 people tuned in.
Oh yeah, it would have, between a day job and
I think dealing with like a big crowd is like a whole different beast, like a whole different animal. Like
for sure.
Like people can look in your background, like, oh, he's in such and such neighborhood. Let me go stop by his house.
Yeah,
Like,
you definitely get a lot of you get eyes on you.
Mm-hmm.
Take additional damage. Yeah, I would say, not all attention is good attention. I guess there's probably a better way to say that. But it's like, you could want the attention and get it, but then, dang, I'm broke. Okay. You want the attention, you get it, and then you invite, like we have this number here, right? Anybody can call, trolls, whatever else.
Yeah.
And if you're not prepared to handle it, then, or to handle that kind of attention, you're gonna be in for a rough time, And if
So
you blew up so soon.
I did an interview earlier this morning through the phone, and it sounds good, man. So
Nice.
So we don't need any other thing for the call-in line. I might have to just get another phone though, and have that dedicated to people calling in, because
there's no way to play the call through the stream.
I will have to find. I'm sure there's a way to hook up your phone to the computer, and
or like have an app that answers or answer Google Voice through your computer.
Let me see. Image on Google Voice, blah 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 blah.
A lot of money.
Yeah, I have to research that, see if they can call in through it goes to the computer. Well, let me dial this number right now. Let's see what happens.
Patrick Malhoy said, "Oh, hey, what game is this? This is a game called Have a Nice Death. It's I want to call it an indie roguelike. It's pretty cool. You play death, and you're like a little manager, and you go to different departments, which are like the floors, and you get upgrades and stuff and powers, and it's pretty cool. It's on the PC and the Switch. This stream is not sponsored, but it's a pretty fun game.
Yeah, if y'all want to sponsor us, hit us up. Well, what kind of sponsors would you like to have?
I don't know. Maybe Raid Shadow Legends, because they sponsor everybody. Start there. Oh wow! Remember how I said the levels seem kind of like they repeat themselves?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I think this level pretty much was the same as the last one that I was just on. Let me respond to Sending messages only supported for hosts. Okay. Yeah, but the game is called Have a Nice Death. What the heck is this? I don't know what this is. This is new. Oh no, no. Wow. Okay. That was new. They added platforming parts to the game, which is interesting. Interesting.
I wouldn't mind being sponsored by
Oh shoot.
I don't know.
HelloFresh?
What is that? The grocery company that?
Yeah, they like deliver food, or they give you meal. I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Meal
that'd be a cool
prepared meals.
sponsorship.
What?
Get free food. I thought about like starting a TikTok or something where I just
Yeah.
review food. You eat for free. His boss doesn't seem too difficult.
Yeah, he's pretty. As soon as he comes out here, I just kind of whack on him, and yeah, he's dead. Wow, that was the first time I fought that boss. Okay, dash cooldown is by 25%. Deal 35% damage, but take 50% more. Gain 5% chance of dealing backstab. Backstab deals 5 damage. I'm going to increase my mana. Even though I don't have anything that uses my mana. I need to get... That was actually pretty... That was a waste, actually. I need spells. I have all this mana, 88 mana, and I can't do anything with it.
Are you thinking about getting a PS5 down the line, or are you just gonna hold on?
Nah, unless something really like big comes out that like pulls me to get one, I don't think so. Because it's been when did PS5 drop? A year
It's
ago,
been out
too.
for like a couple years.
They're talking about a new one dropping. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that.
Like a PS5 Pro or something.
Like a disc, one without a disc drive.
Yeah, it's like the disk drive is like an attachment or something.
Yeah, and I just think that like
it's kind of cool.
After 2 years or whatever, if nothing's come out that makes me want to like really get out and get it, I could just wait.
Yeah, well, I think Final Fantasy 16 is coming on there.
Yeah, but Final Fantasy 16 is PC, right? Or do I gotta wait for that too? Final Fantasy 16.
You gotta wait probably like a year or so, year and a half, year.
Launch.
It's not day one PC.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me stop talking smack. I might have to get one.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 actually looks good.
That sucks. That hurts my soul. I might have to actually get a PlayStation just for that. I don't know if I want to get it for just one game though. That sucks. Oh well. The first weapon upgrades almost free. What about you? You think about getting one?
Maybe like I've been dumping my funds into like this podcast stuff. Like I just bought some LinkedIn master class or something. It was expensive, man. To really learn how to get more engagement and this and that.
Yeah. Where'd you get the masterclass from? Is there a specific website?
Yeah, this so she has a podcast. I don't know if you've seen her. Her name is like Hala Taha.
I think you showed me her page.
Yeah. So like she really blew up on LinkedIn. I think she said like within 2 years, she made like 5 million bucks.
Really?
Yeah, using LinkedIn as her platform. So I'm kind of like, okay, why am I going so hard on YouTube when I still want to put out
LinkedIn
stuff on
is.
YouTube,
Mhm.
but if you can do that off of LinkedIn, like I'm getting traction on LinkedIn, so why not focus on
Why not
LinkedIn?
stick with it?
And she had a course where she kind of teaching how to build your brand on LinkedIn. Like
Okay.
the course without a coupon was like $2,500. With the coupon, like 1,500. So is it pricey?
Wow.
Yeah, it's pricey, but if I could find the formula or whatever, I'm sure there's no
You're
easy
right.
formula,
That's an
but
investment, Kevin.
yeah, I'm taking it serious, man. Like
Okay.
I'm
All
trying to
right.
figure it out.
I see you. When people say they're invested in something,
Yeah, sometimes just
I'm used to
talking.
Udemy courses or whatever. Like I got a $20 course on Udemy, or it's not 20. Wow. But that.
Well, I could have ended up like, oh, let me just get a GTX 4090 or something, 1,600
Right.
bucks, and we don't think twice about. Let me get a brand new QLED TV. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, but
So,
yeah. No,
oh, go
I hear
ahead.
you. No. I was just, man. I don't think I've ever spent that much bread on a course.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's knowledge though. Think of it like I like to think of it like that.
because
You got to use it.
exactly, and you remember the Brian Pulliam, hit the videos of his was like super enlightening in terms of just learning about careers. So imagine his coaching. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like if you could spend $1,500 and get the knowledge to get a $40,000 raise, or he was
Hmm.
making 600K, so more like say you were able to get 400K, total compensation. Would
Yeah,
that be like double, over double?
give me over double. Yeah,
I mean, at that point, like, wouldn't you say like 1,500 is like trivial?
it's the investment. That's what you're looking at, is the investment of the initial $2,500 for the potential, double or triple down later down the line.
Exactly. So if I get the secrets, and
Hmm.
I would say even to make the connections, like 'cause I think they got like a little group you can join and chop it up with other people. Um, I would say at that point it's worth it. Like I kind of feel like it's hard to blow up on YouTube and LinkedIn and all of that stuff on your own. You
Right.
almost have to know somebody who has the end and gives you a hand up. It's like the algorithm itself is like almost impossible to decode.
Well, I don't think it's meant to be understood, right? Not to the degree of like, oh, if I just do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, I'll make X amount of dollars a month, right?
So
Like,
yeah.
because then everybody would do it, and then the algorithm would be skewed, right?
So have you noticed like a lot of people who you often see on your timeline, they have like the one or two sentences per paragraph.
Um,
They kind of have
I
like the
really,
little
I honestly,
emoji.
I
That's good.
honestly don't. I don't look at their. I don't know. When I see a video, it's more so focused on the thumbnail, or something has to catch my eye, like
Yeah,
initially. Unless I'm a regular towards that person's channel, if that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Wow, there's a lot of enemies on the screen.
yeah. It's pretty crazy.
This is ridiculous.
And yeah, I bought another course from another like LinkedIn.
Hmm.
She made like two six-figure businesses off of LinkedIn.
Really?
Her name is Lucretia Davis, and she kind of teaches people how to increase their visibility on LinkedIn. So it's kind of like let me see if I can get some of this knowledge and
and apply it.
apply it exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? You know what I mean? Why
Yeah.
not take the chance?
Why not take the chance? Yeah, it can't hurt. It's all knowledge.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
what would I have been doing with the money anyways? Just like buying video games and
Motivated game.
but yeah, like one of the reasons that I got the course or spent that much money is I was watching one of her videos and she was talking about like stuff that I would have never figured out on my own,
Mm-hmm.
like about the algorithm and like how LinkedIn recommends the stuff. It's like um, the more people that engage, the more people that like your stuff, but especially
Right.
engagement, the more it gets pushed in the feed.
YouTube is the same way.
Yeah.
YouTube is the same way. The more comments you have, the more sharing, obviously sharing, but like the comments, the watch time.
Yeah.
Like YouTube basically says, "Oh, people like this. I'm gonna keep recommending you these videos."
Yeah. So it's those people that know how to get people hooked.
Mhm.
Their stuff keeps on like rolling in the algorithm. Whereas if you're just like popping on and doing whatever you feel like, you're gonna be like, man,
Mhm.
why am I
Why,
always at like 2 views?
why am I not popping off? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because I mean, you compared to the majority of people out there, you're not gonna shine, right? The
Yeah.
algorithm is skewed towards people um that engage, and
Yep.
you you got to look at your niche, whatever it is: gaming, COD, indie games, roguelikes, and then look at your competition, and then see what they're doing, and then try to do it better.
Yep.
There's a
Exactly.
guy. I read a book called "How to the Will to Keep Winning" by Daigo Umehara. Daigo Umehara is like a top Street Fighter player, but he talks about his life. He talks about his family and stuff, and basically he talked about how when he wants to learn anything, he finds like somebody who's really good at it, and he
Yeah.
tries to emulate them and their process, and like understand. Um, oh no, understand basically how they play,
Yep. Exactly.
and try to play like them and adapt their play style to himself. This is getting really hard. This is
Yeah, it looks
yes.
like
I just hope this isn't the end of the game. You know what I mean? Like I hope that like
well, it seems
Kobe
like
doesn't
it's
just.
probably a
Yeah.
good amount to go because we're near level 20.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that's if I die. Die, repeat, come back, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You making brownies? I think my sister's making brownies.
Well, it looks like you're
Yeah.
50% through because it's the elevator is like halfway.
Yeah. I might not last that long because I got. Oh no. I want to kill him without getting hit by the bomb. And I want some more health.
Is that what that green thing is? Oh no, it's a teleport.
Oh no. I gotta kill him. No. I don't want money. I need health. Right now, I just
You got what, one hit left?
I got 6 HP
Oh, man.
and all this money.
Well, what can you buy that like buy like more life or
Yeah, so wow, I can't believe I got hit by that. Basically, you can when I get to like one of those middle rooms,
Mhm.
I can buy health upgrades that raises my health by 10, but it doesn't give me any health back. All right. I don't think I'm gonna get any health. So this might be the end of my run. This run anyway. Oh, what's that? Life steal? Can I steal some life?
you look like you got a little bit.
Yeah. No, and I lost it. Okay. It's cool. It's cool. We're getting health back.
I wonder what's up with Hollow Knight 2. Like, why is that taking so long to come out?
I mean, based on from what I've seen the first one, that game takes a long time to make.
Oh, yeah, a ton of content.
Ton of content, right? Like imagine DLC and everything else, and throw the pandemic in there, and it's like
Yeah,
you're gonna have a long time. I'm glad they delayed it, or they're
yeah, I
not
don't
saying
blame you.
anything. You know, I'm glad they're not
Yeah,
saying anything because people are just gonna keep asking.
right.
But I'm excited for it. Like, don't get me wrong, I want it to come out soon, but
Yeah, I'll
I
be
want it to
right
be
back.
good. Yeah, I want it to be good too. So, yeah, I want it to be an actual good game that. What is that? Neutralize curses that come with a penalty. I don't think. Okay. I got a lot of money. Can I go to a shop? All right, cool. Whatever boss is coming up is about to be tough. I can feel it because now it's starting to get harder. Like I feel like these areas are getting harder. Either I'm just sloppy or these areas are just getting harder. Shoot. Is that it? I'm getting a lot of health upgrades. I don't get. I wonder if I can make a build that has lifesteal. That way, I'll never have to look for health. I could just hit people.
All right, yeah, I'm back. I just had to step out real quick.
No, it's all good. I was saying that I'm wondering if I could build do a build in this game where I steal
Mhm.
life. And then I never have to worry about like looking for health or whatever.
You
Okay, who
probably
is
can.
this? Ceasefire, Major. Too many people are dying. We can't cope anymore. Fire at will. Take no prisoners. Why is it always such a struggle to get what you want? Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Okay. I've never. I have to go to the store to get health. Yeah. So, from what I understand, the way this game works is that the only way for me to regain health in certain scenarios is that I have to go to like these levels. I have to beat a level, and then I have to go to these like in between levels where you buy health. You spend experience points on health or whatever. Not experience points, but like money. You spend money on health and like refill items, like health refill items, like potions and stuff. And there's no way, I won't say there's no way. There's very few ways. If the RNG lets you, you'll get life steal, and then you can get life back by hitting enemies. Those are the only two ways you can get health in this game, from what I know right now. Struggling to get anywhere. It looks like this is going to be a tough week. Don't worry about work. Just sit back, relax. Wow. The game. The game says I suck and I should just do easy mode.
Y'all would go against that.
I always go, I can't do that. Level 6. The shop may have an item on sale. Yeah. And this is let's have a nice death. I mean, it's a fun game so far. I'm playing it for about an hour now. About an hour and 40. Look at that. Level 15 permanently unlocks lifesteal curses. So that I have to get to level 15 basically to unlock lifesteal. Okay. That's cool.
You got a long way to go.
I got a long way to go. I got a long way to go. All right. Cool. All right, for sure.
What are you using to show your screen? You just playing it on Steam and then you just share screen
on the game and then hit share screen and choose the app and then boom, you're good. Yeah.
So no capture card or nothing like that.
No, because it's all ran on the PC, right? Like
PC,
there's no like separate console or whatever.
So I'm surprised it's like running so smoothly. It's not like all choppy looking.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But that's it for me. I'm gonna put the game down for a little bit.
I think it's pretty good point to end it, man. We've been going for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we have. I want to make this a regular thing. This was cool. Just to have a chill environment to just hang out and play a game.
Yeah, we could do this on like Fridays, like a Friday chill. Because all them interviews started wearing me out, man.
I mean, you don't have anybody to blame, but the man in the mirror. You were out here getting these interviews, left and right.
I got to grind it out now.
But yeah.
But yeah, man. I'll catch you next time then.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Peace, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.